across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Indianapolis Colts and the New York Giants. Ready to rock and roll. Here's Jonathan Garibay. And we are underway from MetLife Stadium. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jones wants to throw to start things out here. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Golladay. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Throwing, Jones. Got a man, that's Colin Johnson. And they got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. The Giants at 14-1 now on the year, and they've been flawless these last couple months, winners of 9 in a row.
And let's give them a ton of credit because in a league that's built on any given Sunday, any team can win. To run off this kind of a streak, this kind of a number, that's pretty darn impressive.
Jones throw complete there to Johnson. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. So a decent gain there, but not their 4th consecutive first down like they had on the first 3 plays.
You sound almost disappointed there. You want to fire the offensive coordinator on that one or what?
They'd gotten into a rhythm. I thought they were just going to keep going.
Well, almost a win for the defense, but if that's your win, you're not doing very well right now.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. That'll go as a pickup of 8. For a lot of people, the MVP award means a quarterback award usually, but over 100 yards again last week. They're going to have to look his way more than once when giving out this award this season, I think.
Yeah, it's not just the consistency. It's been some plays that we've seen where we talk about it for weeks thereafter. That's what we're getting out of him. Over 100 yards last week. Expects to continue that in this game, too.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. Now Jones. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
They went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Ryan. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Azeez Ojulari in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This one completes Alec Pierce. They get a big amount back, 18 yards, but they'll still look at a 4th down now.
I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker that the defense almost relaxed and said, we've got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the 4th down.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Giants' drive will start from deep in their territory with a 1st and 10. The Giants' offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they got across the 50 last time, but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. Because if they take care of the ball, continue to move it, their chances of scoring some points, they've got to feel pretty good about. They thought they had things moving in the right direction last time. Fumbles, they don't just affect you on offense, they affect your overall team, because now your defense has to make that stand up.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now Jones just going to bat this forward on the jet sweep. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a 1st down, a nice, consistent gain.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And he is going to lose yardage here. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Third down, the Colts beefing up the secondary. 6 defensive backs in the game. Looking to throw. Jones. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts 43. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Operating from the gun, Jones. That's caught by Galladay. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
They run with Barkley on first down, and he gets about 5 out of it.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun, Jones. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Back to throw. Jones. Here's Johnson with a reception. Yeah, the Giants are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
That's a sharp throw right there on 3rd down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up a 1st and goal.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Ready to roll for the 2nd quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. 41 yards on the ground for him so far.
That's a great run right there on 1st down. Didn't quite get into the end zone, but now you've set yourself up for at least 2, maybe 3 more shots from close range.
2nd and goal from the 1. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Barkley again. And he's in for the score. And his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
Gano the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a 1st down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He's got Bellinger. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and that's going to bring up second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. This offense so far on third down, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 10. And Jones is going to put it in the hands of Barkley on the option. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25.
Partner, that's another short run there, and I think the easy thing is to look at him right now and say, let's get away from him entirely. Let's start throwing the football, but I don't think you ever entirely abandon the run. It helps set a tone for the game for you, keeps your offensive linemen feeling good about themselves, and actually tamps down a defense's pressure because if you just throw it all the time, it's going to tee off with the pass rush.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. To throw is Ryan. He'll get that one complete to Conner. On the move past the 40. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
A man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Ryan. He's got his man. It's Pierce. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Five in the secondary now for the Giants here on 3rd. From the gun, it's Ryan. Looking this time for runs, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Julian Blackmon.
And the Giants are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. But just a lot going on there in the middle of the field, and this one winds up a turnover.
Yeah, the running crossing route here, and the idea of it is to get defenders confused about who to go with. But if you throw it too early, sometimes it's your quarterback that gets confused, and here he throws it into coverage and gets it intercepted.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Looking to throw on second down. Jones.
Throw left side, complete to Toney.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Jones finding Toney for a Giants first down. And he went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside, then break it inside. Really well-run route.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
I am willing to bet that he got a monster grin on his face when he saw what was happening. Man coverage were so committed to denying a big throw that it pulled attention away from him, and he had an easy lane to hit, and hit it he did.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Looking to throw. Jones. He gets this one to Johnson. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Jones now on first down.
That'll be caught. It's Toney.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. Here's Jones, operating from the gun. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Keenan Allen, his 9th touchdown of the season. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes our score 17-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
First and 10, Taylor now.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line.
Tackle there by Jerry Tillery.
Early down steps to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. He won't find a ton of space following the display of power as he's down just inside the 45. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else he'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
On 3rd down, Ryan. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. And so the last 3 drives, you've got 2 interceptions and a fumble. I think we know why they're losing right now.
Without question, and we've seen the evidence, just what you talked about there. If they take care of the football, number one, maybe they're not having this deficit. And number 2, maybe they actually have the lead.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Now Jones throwing on 1st down. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Well, it looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jones.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down.
Gano's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. And with that last field goal, that puts him now at 300 made on his career, and that is something to celebrate.
And that puts him in the top 30 all time. So he's really made a mark, and he's got plenty of life left in that leg, that's for sure.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive.
And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. play of the half. It's Ryan. It's complete to Chris Conley. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Ryan to throw. He'll find a man over the middle. It's Pittman. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that will bring up 2nd down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
2nd and 8 coming up. Ryan. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
From the gun on 3rd down, Ryan.
Got a man. It's complete to Jelani Woods.
And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45.
Now, that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the 1st down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
They're going on 4th down. It's Ryan. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. And the aggressive play call simply does not work out. You're on your own side of the field here. Punt it, right?
Yeah, I would agree with that. There's a time for analytics and a time for being aggressive, but not with this field position. There's also a time for good old football 101 sense.
Yeah.
Punt it away. Let your defense take over with better field position.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Up the middle with Barkley. And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
There to stop him, Shaquille Leonard, the linebacker.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Throwing, Jones. Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield, guy who can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Jones. A throw for Galladay is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kenny Moore. And the Colts are going to have it here just past the 25. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores. But, yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And, look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is a team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one goes for 36 yards.
I thought he did a nice job there of reading the coverage and realizing he didn't have anything downfield. So what quarterback doesn't love having a running back who's a terrific safety valve that he can dump the ball off to and turn it into a big hitter anyway?
Back to Taylor on 1st down. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Ryan. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Azeez Ojulari able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And you get the feeling, Charles, yeah, he's got the 2 sacks now, but he may get more here. We still got a quarter and then some to go.
And the way that he is playing this game, it reminds me of one of the best golfers in the world who can use every club in the bag and make a great shot. That's what he's doing with his pass rush moves right now, showing a little bit of everything. They have no way of stopping him.
Well, that sack backs Ryan the Colts up a bit here, facing a 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Here's Ty Long now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Jones on 3rd down. He finds his target, Allen. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts' 41-yard line. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
92 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4.
They'll go to Barkley again.
And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you could have at that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
Second down, here's Barkley again.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9.
They'll give it to Barkley off the option play.
And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. To kick this one away.
Taken at the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. You see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss.
The throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Ryan. Right side complete. That's Woods. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And now for him on the season, that is his 80th catch, and the result is a first down. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. On first down, Ryan. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Too many zeros on the stat sheet thus far. No touchdown passes, no points for his team, but he remains undaunted. Still attempting to get his team on the scoreboard, firing the ball downfield.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Now Ryan. He's got a man, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 32 that time. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Meanwhile, Ryan's throw pulled in by Woods. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Ryan will throw again. And that's going to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. To throw is Ryan. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Giants are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
It's just been one mistake after another on the offensive side of the ball. That's now 3 interceptions to go along with 2 fumbles for him. And if you're going to turn the ball over 5 times in a game, your chances to win have to be about 100 to 1. And it's not looking good for him here.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And he'll power his way up near the 25. 101 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
From the 24, Jones. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 68 yards receiving now for him in the game. And a first down on that last catch as well. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
On 1st and 10, Jones. He's got Bellinger. They find some open field here. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down at the Colts 26.
It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and end of the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
Touchdown! Keenan Allen. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game.
And the Giants have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th.
Gano the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
This fielded right at the goal line. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. It's been a tough go for them. It's still without any points here in the 4th quarter. And a big deficit, Charles, but they moved the football on some drives. They just haven't had any points.
Yeah, and I know in their minds they're thinking the game plan has actually been working. We just haven't scored points. Well, isn't that the bottom line, partner? To put points on the board? So if you're moving it and you're not scoring, is it really working? Right now, they've got nothing left to lose. They might as well go for broke.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Darnay Holmes in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Running straight ahead, Taylor.
And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And the Giants are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. But they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead.
They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley.
And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back.
And we're at the 41, 2nd and 9.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
It's Barkley on the counter. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 132 yards rushing for him now as this sensational afternoon continues. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form.